Okay, then you can use this one or this one, no problem. Or otherwise, one more way is there to prove this. You take I of t is equal to a1 sin omega t and a2 cos omega t. Anyway, you apply the common formula. Okay, what is the RMS value formula? 1 by t integration 0 to t, and again you have to make sure that what is the time period, both the time period are same or not. Okay, because you have to calculate the time period, common time period, is it matching or not, that you have to verify. Then you apply in this formula omega t plus a2 cos omega t whole square dt over all square root. Then you will finally get some answer. Okay, you square this a square plus b square 2ab formula. Finally, you will get some answer. Okay, now you are having three different way. This one or this one or this one. Okay, then finally you can conclude whether can you add or not. Okay, when if it is sine and cos, okay, then whether can you add or not. That means whether can you apply this formula directly. But as for this understanding, because here once if you see this problem, the first problem, I think first problem we took cos here, we took sine here, but we directly taken like this. Okay, we have directly taken like this, then that means there also we can take directly. Okay, so here also we can take directly, no problem. But you make sure that even if you go by this method, you are getting same answer, or by this method you are getting the same answer. Then finally I will tell you why it is working. Okay, even though the same frequency, but if one is sine, another one is cos, still you can apply this formula, because whenever you apply this formula, what condition I have told you, the frequency has to be really different. But even if it is same, then if it is sine or cos, if it is one is sine, another is cos, still you can apply this method. Then finally I will tell you. Okay, once if you do all this procedure, finally I will tell you why this procedure is working, under what condition you have to apply this formula. Okay, then under what condition you have to go for this formula, because at a particular condition you have to go to this formula. Okay, so I will tell you. Okay, later. Okay, அது கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸசைஸ் வந்து போட்டு பாருங்க, நீங்க போட்டீங்கன்னா தான் உங்களுக்கு புரியும். Okay, again see, again for this for this problem also, I think the same problem only I have written here. Okay, see, this kind of problem also you can expand and apply, verify. Okay, you do by other method. So what you can do, you can apply cos a minus b formula. Here you can apply cos a plus b formula. Then you expand. Okay, finally you'll get so many terms. Okay, okay, I think you'll get finally 4 terms, already 1 term, 5 terms. Then from that you try to find out the answer, whether they are matching or not. என்ன சொல்றேன்னு புரியுதுங்களா? ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க இதெல்லாம். ஓகே, இது புரியுதா சார்? இங்க என்ன சொல்றேன்னு?
ஓகே சார்.
எஸ் ஆர் நாட்? ஓகே. Okay, next question. If there is a trapezium waveform, it is like this. See, this is 0, 2, okay, 4, 8, okay, and again this waveform is getting repeated. Okay, this waveform is getting repeated, extended as it is. Okay, 8 means 10, 12, and then 16. Okay, so it goes like this, comes like this, then it goes like this. Okay, now this is one waveform, this is x of t. Okay, and again the peak value here is 16 volt. Okay, this is 0, 2, 4, 8. Now what is the question? Find out RMS value, find out average value, find out our RMS value, find out the average value. What is the answer finally? Okay, what is the answer? You can take either seconds or milliseconds, no problem. Okay, time could be anything, sir. You take millisecond or second or whatever it is. Okay, irrespective of time, you'll get the same answer. Okay, now I will tell you the answer. Okay, then you do this exercise. The answer for the average value is 10 volt. For RMS value, the answer is Okay, the answer is 8 into root 2. Okay, just try to prove this. Okay, you can go by any method. Okay, you can apply regular integration method, or even you can go by shortcut method. Okay, because you can apply the shortcut here. Triangular waveform is there. Here also triangular is there. Here here DC is there, but DC is there only for 2 seconds. Okay, DC is there. That's it. Okay, so you can apply the shortcut also you can apply. Okay, then finally you try to find out the answer. Okay, you go by both the method. Okay, both by shortcut as well as the mathematics. Okay, write the equations, mathematics. You go by both the method, then try to get this answer. Okay. Next, current I of t is equal to 5 cos 1000 t plus 100 degree is flowing through impedance is flowing spelling the okay, is flowing through impedance 4 plus J3 ohm. That impedance is like a combination of resistive and reactive impedance. Then what is the average power? Then average power. Okay, in the last class I told you the average power is same as what, sir? True power. Average power is same as true power or active power. Okay, true power or active power. And you know one thing, when you want to find out the true power, that means power through resistance, then that means you should know what is the magnitude of the current flowing square into what is your resistance value. Okay, now what is the magnitude here? Here the magnitude is 5, but you cannot use that 5 directly, because whenever you find out the power for AC signal, then you have to use the RMS value. Okay, so 5 by root 2 whole square, what is the R value here? Simply 4. Okay, so this is 50 watt. This is 50 watt is the answer. Okay. இதுல ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்குங்களா? கரண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, இம்பிடன்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, ஆவரேஜ் பவர்னு கேட்குறாங்க. அதனால வந்து ஆவரேஜ் பவர் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ட்ரூ பவர். ஏன்னா J3ல போகிற எல்லா பவரும் 0 ஆகிடும். பாசிட்டிவ் வரும், நெகட்டிவ் வரும். ஆனால் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸில் போகிறது வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் மட்டும்தான் வரும். அதுக்கு தான் நீங்கள் ஆவரேஜ் பவர் கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும். இப்போ P is equal to IRMS ஸ்கொயர் இன்ட்டு R. ஏன்னா ஆவரேஜ்னு கேட்குறாங்க. அப்போ ஏசியில் ஆவரேஜ் கண்டுபிடிக்கனாலே RMS கண்டுபிடிச்சி தான் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகே, RMS ஸ்கொயர் இன்ட்டு R. Okay, so finally 50 watt. Okay, if omega is equal to 4 radian per second, find network power factor. Okay, say for example, they given the network like this. This is 2 ohm, this is 1 Henry, this is 1 by 8 Faraday. Okay, this is a network. Okay, once if you apply V, okay, you are applying V, I current will flow. Finally, the power factor of the network will be decided by the angle between V and I, because V you are applying based on the network I is flowing. So based on the difference between V and I, the ratio of V and I, you can say the power factor of the network. You can say the power factor of the network. So finally you have to find out the relationship between the V and I. Okay, so they are given omega is equal to 4. Then once if omega is equal to 4, what is the impedance for inductor? That is J omega L. Okay, so J omega is 4, L is 1, so J4. Again, what is the impedance for capacitance? 1 divided by J omega C, 1 divided by J4, 1 by 8, okay, then minus J2. Okay, so, and again, I can simply write that value here. This is J4, this is minus J2. Now directly impedance is there. Okay. Again, sometime in the exam, they may give J4 and minus J2 directly, but that time they will not give omega because omega is not necessary. But once if they give in terms of values, then definitely they will give omega, or otherwise you cannot proceed. Okay. So that difference you should know. This is V, this is I. Now what is the impedance looking from this? Okay, you are applying some voltage, some current is flowing. Now you take the parallel combination for this one. Okay, and again one mistake. Okay, here 2 ohm resistance is there. Here also 2 ohm resistance is there. Now this 2 plus J4, this is minus J2. These two are in parallel, and again that is in series with this. So Z equivalent is equal to 2 plus, okay, 2 plus J4 in parallel with the minus J2. Okay, then finally you have to add 2. Okay, then finally what is the answer? Okay, what is your final answer? Anybody, how to find out the parallel combination? Okay, so the final answer is 2.8 minus J 2.4. Okay, I'll write it in the next page. Okay, Z equivalent is equal to 2.8 minus J 2.4. This is something similar to like this, R minus JX. When this is R minus JX, what is the triangle? This is R, then this is minus JX, this is R, okay, then what will be the Z? This is Z. And again you can easily find out what is mod Z. Mod Z is R square plus X square. But what we are interested, they need to find out the power factor. Okay, now this is pi, then what is cos pi? Okay, what is cos pi? Cos pi is equal to, okay, R divided by mod Z. Cos pi is equal to R divided by mod Z. R, you know, 2.8. Mod Z value is just you have to find out what is mod Z. Okay, so the mod Z value, once if you find out 0.76 leading, okay, the leading circuit 2.8 divided by mod Z is 0.76. So something goes wrong. Mistake.
8.56.
Which one?
That impedance.
Mod is it? Sorry. Mod is it value na sir?
8.56.
Okay. Square root la ettingla 2 தான் பண்றோம் சார். ஓகே, கொஞ்சம் வெரிஃபை பண்ணுங்க என்ன வருதுனோ. ஸோ அங்க என்ன வேல்யூ வருதோ அந்த வேல்யூ எடுத்துன்னு வந்து இங்க போடணும். ஓகே, பிகாஸ் ஆரையும் மாட் இசட்டையும் கண்டுபிடிச்சிங்கன்னா யூ வில் கெட் தி ஃபைனல் ஆன்சர். ஐ திங்க் த ஆன்சர் இஸ் 0.76 லீடிங். ஓகே, 0.76 லீடிங். ஓகே, அந்த ஆர் மாட் இசட் வந்து கண்டுபிடிங்க என்ன சப்ஸ்டிட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின், ஃபைண்ட் V naught. Okay, find V naught. Suppose if the question is like this, this is 1 ohm, this is 2 Henry, this is 20 cos omega t. Okay, 20 cos omega t. Now this value is 1/4 Faraday. Okay, and again, once if you see here, what is the frequency? Okay, cos omega t they have given. I think they have to give the frequency, because if they are giving simply omega, you cannot calculate the frequency. Sin omega t 2t. Okay, I think it should have been like this, 20 cos omega t instead of omega. Okay, that will be 2t. Okay, cos 2t. So that means what is hidden here? The omega is 2. Omega is 2. Okay, once if omega is 2, you can apply, you can find out the impedance here. Okay, what is the impedance? Here it is 1 ohm. So finally what we have to find? We have to find out the voltage here. You have to find out what is the voltage here across the capacitor. Okay. Now this is 1 ohm. Okay, this is j omega L. Okay, omega is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Then J4. This is 1 by omega C. Omega is 2. This is 1 by 4. So 2 will go up. Then this is minus J2. This is minus J2. Then again here that voltage is there, 20 cos 2t. Now the 20 cos 2t can also be written as 20 0 degree. That you have to understand first. Okay, the signal can be directly represented in the polar format. Okay, 20 cos 2t is equal to 20 0 degree. Suppose if it is in different format, say for example 20 cos 2t plus 30 degree, then how to represent this in the polar format? Directly 20 30 degree. Okay, so you should understand this first. Okay, direct mapping. Okay, direct signal to polar. Again, you know how to convert the polar coordinates into the rectangular coordinates, like a complex, real and complex number. Okay, so that you know. But any signal in terms of sine or cos directly can be written in terms of the polar format. Directly can be written in terms of the polar format. That is the idea. Okay, so that you should know. Okay, the next, okay, again I can write 20 cos 2t in terms of this one, and again later you can also write this as like this. No problem. You can write like this or like this. Okay, once if this is like this, then V naught is equal to, okay, what is the voltage drop here? Okay, you can apply the voltage division. What is the total voltage? The total voltage is 20 0 degree. What is the impedance here? The impedance here is minus J2. What is the total impedance? Okay, the total impedance is 1 plus J2. Okay. Now this is in polar format. This is in rectangular format. Finally, you convert it into any one of the format. Okay. Finally, you may get 11.3 and find 5.6 into J. And again, from this, you can find out what is the magnitude, what is the theta. Okay. Some magnitude will come, some theta will come. Then finally, what is your answer? Your answer is A cos 2t, then this theta you have to write finally. Okay, so this is the way. So just to try to convert, try to represent this into the polar format, then finally you will get this answer, because you are giving this some cos signal with some magnitude. Okay, so some part of the original signal will appear here. Some part of the original signal will appear here. Okay, that is the answer. Again, there will not be any change in the frequency, but there may be change in the phase shift. Okay, phase shift, there may be the change in the phase shift, but there will not be any change in the frequency. Okay, again, the amplitude could be different. Okay, you have to calculate this. இதெல்லாம் கண்டுபிடிச்சு வைங்க. Okay, next I will take one bigger problem. Okay, so if the question is like this, it's like based on the series RLC circuit, where this value is 4 ohm, this value is 3 Henry, and this is 1/6 Faraday. And then voltage applied here is 30 cos 2t. Now also the frequency is 2t only. Now also the frequency is 2t only. Okay, then what you have to find finally? You have to find out Z. Z means impedance of the network, total impedance of the network looking from this. Then what is Y? Because 1/Z is called Y, admittance. You can find out Y. Then what is the total current going? Okay, finally some current will be going. No, here you are applying the voltage, some current will go. What is the current? Then what is the voltage drop across the resistance? What is the voltage drop across the inductor? What is the voltage drop across the capacitor? Okay, and again you verify the KVL, because the KVL is applicable for both AC circuit as well as the DC circuit. Again you verify the KVL here. Okay, Kirchhoff voltage law. Then you calculate the power, real power. The real power will be across 4 ohm. Okay, then you calculate the reactive power. The reactive power will be across both inductor and a capacitor. Okay, you calculate the reactive power. Then you calculate the apparent power. Okay, the total power including the resistance, Inductor and capacitor is called as a apparent power. That power is same as the power delivered by the source, apparent power, yes. Then you calculate the power factor. You calculate the power factor. Then finally you draw the phasor diagram. Finally you draw the phasor diagram. Okay, almost all terms are there. Okay, first you find out what is the impedance of this one, ZL. Okay, ZL is equal to j omega L, J2, 3. Okay, so J6. What is ZC? 1 by j omega C, 1 by J2. What is C value? 1 by 6. So minus J3. Okay, so you know the impedance of inductor and capacitor. Then, and again, this is 4 ohm. This is J6. This is minus J3. Now you are applying, what is the voltage here? I can write in polar format, 30, 0 degree. Okay, 30, 0 degree. Now what is the first question? The first question here is, what is Z looking from this terminal? Okay, so the Z is very simple, 4 plus, because all are in series, 4 plus J6 minus J3. Now what is the answer? 4 plus J3 is the answer. 4 plus J3 is the answer. Again, sometime we will use mod Z also. What is the mod Z value? The mod Z value is 5 ohm, because 4 square plus 9 square overall square root, then that is 5 ohm. Then next, okay, this is first question. What is the second question? The second question here is y. We have to calculate y, but you cannot directly calculate y. Y is equal to 1 by Z. Okay, so what is 1 by Z value? 4 plus J3, 4 plus J3. And then what is the final answer? Again, once if you do the mathematics here you will get 0.16, 0.16 and 0.1, 0.16 and 0.12. Okay, more. Okay, I will give you one shortcut here, because when you do this operation, sometime you may miss out. Finally, your answer may be wrong. To verify this, one simple idea is there. You are going to find out 1 by Z for this Z. Okay, y is equal to 1 by Z. Okay, this is your original value, 4 plus J3. This is 4 times, means this is 3 times. Now, if you take the real to imaginary ratio, what is the real to imaginary ratio here? Okay, because for this number you are going to find out the inverse. Okay, what is the ratio, real and imaginary part ratio here? Real and imaginary, that is 4:3. Okay, even after computation, even after doing all this, again you take the ratio R:I, then that ratio has to match with this one. Okay, the ratio will be same. Okay, you take any number, then you just try to identify that ratio has to be same. Okay, simple idea, because based on that you can solve some of the problems. Okay, because 4 options are given, you can easily choose your options once we know this idea. Okay, and then or otherwise y also mod y. If they want mod y, then that is equal to mod Z. Okay, mod Z, that is equal to 0.25. Okay, that is equal to 0.25. Okay, then next, what is IRMS? Okay, what is IRMS? What is the RMS value of the current? Okay, IRMS. Then IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by Z. Okay, IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by Z. And okay, now I am finding out the IRMS, or otherwise I can also find I, no problem. I can also find I is equal to what? V divided by Z. If it is IRMS, then VRMS divided by Z. Because why I am finding directly IRMS? In terms of for the power calculation, this will be useful. That's why directly I am finding out the IRMS. So that means I have to use VRMS. What is VRMS here? V is 30. Okay, I have to write it in the RMS. So 30 divided by root 2. Okay, 30 divided by root 2. Anyway, my Z is there. Z is 4 plus J3. Okay, then finally, once if you solve this, finally you will get 4.24 minus 36.86 degree. Minus 36.86 degree. Okay, this is your IRMS. Okay, if there is no RMS here, I can remove this term, root 2 I can remove. Okay, so finally I find out what is the IRMS. Once if I know the IRMS, okay, I am operating in the RMS domain. Okay, once if it is IRMS, I have calculated the I in the loop, then the I will be same everywhere for resistance as well as for inductor as well as for the capacitor. Okay, I am already in the RMS domain, but now my I is same as IR, IL and IC. Okay, because in a series circuit current is same. Okay, then what is the voltage across the resistance? Okay, voltage across the resistance is equal to what is the current across the resistance, what is the resistance value. But please remember, all are we are operating in the RMS domain. Okay, all values here written in the RMS domain hereafter, RMS domain value. All values are written in the RMS further, because I have calculated in RMS. That means my V also will be in RMS only. Okay, so IR into R. Okay, what is IR value? IR value is 4.24. Okay, so again 4.24 and minus, okay, minus 36.86 into R value is 4. So finally 16.96 minus 36.86 is the angle. Okay, this is VR. Next VL. VL means what? IL into ZL. ZL means what? JXL. ZL means JXL. Okay, what is the I value? 4.24 minus 36.86. What is J? J means what, sir? 90 degree. Okay, J means simply 90 degree. Okay, then what is the XL value? What is the XL value? XL value is 6. Okay, XL value is 6. Again, once if you do this calculation, then finally this is 25.44, 53.14 degree. Next, VC. VC is equal to IC minus JXC. Okay, what is IC value? 4.24 minus 36.86. Okay, then what is J minus JXC? That is minus J3. Minus J means minus 90 degree. Okay, so minus 90 degree and 3. Okay, so finally the answer is 12.72 minus 126.86 degree. Okay, 86 degree. Now you know VR, VL, VC. Okay, and you know one thing, what is V? Okay, what is your V? You know VR, VL, VC. Just now we have calculated. Then you apply the KCL here, KVL here, Kirchhoff voltage law. Once if you apply the Kirchhoff voltage law, KVL I apply, then V is equal to VR plus VL plus VC. Okay, KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. I know VR, VL, VC. VR is 16.96 minus 36.86. Okay, VL is equal to what? Minus 36.86. Okay, minus 36. Sorry, wait a bit. So what is VL? VL is equal to 25.44, 53.14 degree. And then this is 12.72 minus 126.86 degree. Now, what is the value? Anybody? If you add all this, you will get the value that is equal to V. What is the value now? If you add all the voltage drop here, what is the value here?
30 angle 0.
30. Okay, now 30 is correct. Okay, 30 correct. 30 by root 2 correct. எது சார் கரெக்ட்? 30 வருமா 30 by root 2 வருமா? இது எல்லாத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணா எது வரும் தெரியுதா? என்ன ஆன்சர் வரும்? 30 வருமா 30 by root 2 வருமா? எனிபடி? என்ன ஆன்சர் சார் வரும்? எனி ஐடியா இருக்கா இல்லையா? நான் சொல்றேன் இல்லைனா என்ன வரும் தெரியல. 30 by root 2 only will come because we are operating in the RMS domain. Okay, we are operating in which domain? We are operating in the RMS domain. Then you'll get the RMS value of the source. Okay, so 30 by root 2 is the answer. 30 by root 2 is the answer. Okay, but because if you operate in the ordinary domain, then 30 is the answer, but you are operating in the RMS domain, that's why the answer is 30 divided by root 2 is the answer. Just you try it. Okay, you add all these values, then you will get this. But you cannot directly add. You have to convert it into the rectangular form. Then you add it. Then again convert it into the polar format. Finally, you will get this. Okay, that's the idea. Then next, what is the power? Okay, the power is equal to the average power. Okay, I told you the average power means always I square RMS, I square mod RMS. Okay, okay, IRMS mod square. Okay, IRMS mod square into R. Okay, RMS value, mod value into R. Okay, what is the I value here? Okay, IRMS value is 4.24. Modulus only I need. I don't need this angle and all. So 4.24. Okay, 4.24 whole square into 4, that is 71.91 watt. Okay, this is the average power or original power or true power. Okay, then finally, what is the nature of the circuit? Okay, to find out the nature of the circuit, I have to add XL and XC. Okay, XL and XC. Okay, then that will provide the nature of the circuit. Okay, what is the value of XL? Okay, once if you add here J6 minus J3. Okay, so directly you can add. Okay, so J6 minus J3, because for C you have to put minus. Okay, because already minus is there, J6 minus J3, then finally this is J3. So it is resembling the nature of inductor. Okay, finally the circuit is like a inductor. Once if the circuit is inductor, which one will lead, which one will lag? Voltage will lead, current will lag. Okay, voltage will lead, current will lag. Okay, so if it is an inductor, voltage will lead, current will lag, or this is also called as a lagging circuit because current is lagging. So this is lagging circuit. Now, what is the power? Okay, what is the reactive power dissipated across this JX? Okay, because this JX also will dissipate some power. That power is called as a reactive power. Okay, what is the power across JL? Okay, so the power across JL, and again you can calculate the power across JL, that is IRMS square into what is XL value. Okay, what is XL value? So 4.24 whole square, the XL value is 6. Now you will get 1.7 into 8R. Okay, volt ampere reactive. But this value is like a positive value because for inductor you will take plus J. Okay, it is like a positive reactive power. Okay, 107.86. For capacitor, okay, what is the power across the capacitor? That is IRMS square. Then what is the capacitance value? The capacitance value is minus J3. Okay, so I will take 3 here. That is XC. So 4.24 whole square 3. Now this is 53.93 volt ampere reactive, but this is like a negative power. Okay, because there minus J is there. Okay, so this is positive, this is negative. Then what is the net power? Net power is 1.786 minus 53.93. Then final answer is 53.93 volt ampere reactive. Volt ampere reactive. So finally it is positive. If it is positive means this is inductive nature. Inductive. Okay, if it is inductive means this is lagging nature. Inductive means this is lagging nature. Okay, then I have calculated, finally I have calculated what is Q also. Okay, reactive, effective reactive power. Okay, and also I have calculated what, sir? I have calculated power also. Real power also I have calculated. I have already calculated. Now and again I can find out the complex power also. Complex power means what? Simply V into I, but make sure that it is in RMS. Okay, simply VRMS into IRMS. Okay, VRMS in the sense supplied voltage, IRMS in the sense supplied current. Okay, so what is the supplied voltage here? Supplied voltage is 30, but you have to write it in the RMS. What is the supplied current? Supplied current is 4.24, but that is already in RMS. Already that is in the RMS. Okay, so you take the two value, that is 30 divided by root 2 into IRMS value is 4.24. Then finally, what is the answer? 89.93. 89.93. Okay, and again, this, yes, complex power you can also find out in some different manner. Okay, you can write VRMS mod square, that means total supply voltage, divided by total impedance of the circuit, okay, or otherwise IRMS whole square and again mod Z. Like this also you can calculate. Okay, so this is like a finally complex power. Okay, complex and again once if you see it here, this is like a volt ampere. Okay, so complex power in the sense you may expect something like this. Okay, okay, something like real plus imaginary. Okay, you can expect something like that, but this is like modulus value. Okay, so now whatever the S that you are having is like a modulus value of this one. Okay, modulus real plus imaginary modulus value only you are getting here. So and again you know from your experience S can also be written as P plus JQ. Okay, now you know P separately, Q separately, S separately. Okay, then mod S. Okay, this is something like mod S, sir. Okay, actually you are finding out the mod is that mod S here. Okay, mod S. Okay, you know these things separately. Then what is mod Z value? Mod Z is equal to P square plus Q square overall square root. Okay, so now you got mod Z is equal to 89.93, and also already you are having P plus Q, and again you can verify this both are matching or not. Okay, and is there any other way to calculate the real power? Because I already know what is mod Z, mod S. Okay, from mod S, how to calculate the real power? Okay, so if I want to calculate the real power from S, okay, real power from mod S, how to calculate? See, and again, you know one thing, P is equal to S cos pi. One formula is there. You know what is S? S means VI cos pi. Yes, you have just now calculated what is VI. Already you know what is pi. Pi is in your hand because pi is like a lagging. Okay, once if you know this pi, and again the P you can calculate like this also. Already you calculated by some other method. Now also you calculate the P. So for that, what we need pi. Okay, first we will find out the pi, then we'll proceed this. Okay, so first we have to find out the pi. Okay, then how to find out the pi? Pi means power factor. Okay, power factor angle. Okay, so and again what is the finally your circuit is like an inductive circuit. If it is an inductive circuit, the resistance will be like this, impedance will be like this, XL. Okay, finally your circuit is like a inductive circuit, then Z will go like this. Okay, so this is Z. Okay, so from this again this is pi. Okay, so what is cos pi? Cos pi is equal to R divided by mod Z. R divided by mod Z. Okay, R divided by mod Z. Okay, and again how to proceed this? This R again you can multiply with mod I square. Here also you can multiply with the mod I square into Z. Okay, then mod I square into R is like a real power. Mod I square into Z is like a complex power. Okay, so real power divided by complex power. Okay, already you know what is your real power, what is your complex power, then you can find out the answer for this one. That answer will be 0.8. Okay, inductor means current will lag, so this is lagging circuit. Okay, this is like a lagging circuit. I think we'll start the session after 10 minutes. Okay, once if the session closes, okay, the next session will start after